8 F1. We're in here with the C1 tier, the highest of all, and we're at Silverstone, round 7 of the championship. Qualifying just started, and it seems like the weather, it's a bit dark. It's dry, but we might see some rain. Oh, I just got the message that it might rain in 5 minutes, and that will make it extra interesting. Once again, by the way, it seems there's no game sound in qualification. Don't worry about that. It will be back during the race. Oh, race will be dry, according to weather predictions. Thanks, Brent, by the way. We have tonight 15 drivers. You're seeing 14 at the moment. Well, Lord Elephant is trying to join, so he'll be there in a bit. And then we will have 15 drivers under grid. Would have been more, but unfortunately, some last minute cancellations from people being late from work. But very good is that, meanwhile we're following Chemko Zeno's out lap. Very good news is that, one, we have a new driver, FC the best Dutch driver. So very curious about what he can do. And also interesting is that he is on medium tires. And if it's really gonna rain, I don't see any reason why he should do that. But who knows? Well, he is. Looks like, is he the first? Where is Shabby? Who's the first? Let's see who is here. That's Honor Shabby. Sam. And Justice. Alright, it seems like the it seems like where's it number? It's kinda hard to see who's the first driver to set a time. Wesley starting his hot lap now. And it's Owner. Owner is the first driver to set a time, 24.2. Gee! Shabby comes right off it. 24.2. What a time. What a time. That is unbelievably quick. As we see Sam, 2/10 slower. Chemkazen, 5/10 slower. Donkey Dan, 25.0, immediately improved by a teammate with 24.9. Let's see who will be next. It's Brent in the Red Bull. Coming up to the last corners. Shabby still. Oh, no. Already improved by Justice. At 23.9. Oh, Brent probably made a mistake on his lap. And next car is Invisible, making his return to the grid after having to miss a few races due to work. Good to have him back, but aborts his lap. Well, Wesley does continue. Comes to the last corner. On the straight, 24.6. Not bad at all. It's the fourth time, but gee. That time from Justice, what a time under 24 is just crazy quick. So sector times 26.7, 34.3, and 22.9. That is Wow, unbelievably quick. Anyone on a lap now? Dog Arbs on his out lap as the only driver. Well, meanwhile, Mamba was his teammate in the Racing Point, 24.6 in P5. Well done. So, the three drivers have not set a time so far. Dark Ops is one of them. He's on his up lap now. Let's go back to Wesley, as he is probably, returning to the pit. And I'd say hurry up, guys. If you are, sorry, a bit confused there. No, it's probably going to rain soon, so you need to set in time quickly. Right, Doug Arbs here in his Renault. Car number 15. Closely followed by... What are the Haas drivers? Seems hard to see with this color. Also, FD the best who has chosen now to go on softs, actually, after doing his first run on the mediums. And yes, his time wasn't the best, but and it seems like they're all here are the first few raindrops. See, you have to hurry now. 25.3 on mediums was actually very, very good. So let's go back to Dog Arbs. Nearly his teammate Chem goes in. Dog Arbs 25.8. That's not good enough. Next one to set a time is one of the Merc drivers. Both out on track haven't set a time, but the raindrops are falling, so you have to hope it's still good enough, not wet enough to lose some time or grip. But I'll doubt you'll be able to improve now. Oh, well, there's a yellow. What if the McLaren's in trouble? Sam? Oh, well, Prince Hill says a very nice time, 34.8. His teammate coming up. I don't think it's as good as the time as he wants it to be. Probably 26, no, 25.5. Not bad at all. Wish I could do that. P11 for him so far. And, well, if it's going to rain, which it is, it's going to rain harder, well, I doubt we're going to see some improvements. Takata is slower. Donkey down, boarding his lap. Actually the best. Doing another lap after making a mistake on the last one. And Sam retired. Yeah, it's just saying I'm gonna go out, not going out anymore. It's raining, there's no way to improve. At P3, still pretty good. So, unfortunately, we're probably going to see, well, not a lot of action. Yeah, everyone is aborting the lap. All drivers not retiring. It might mean we go quicker to race actually. Oh, interesting to see that the driver is actually gonna go out. Prince. Yeah, we're not gonna see a lot of action. Most drivers have already confirmed they're not going out. Oh, Prince, trying to entertain us, but yeah, you see, there's no way he can improve. So, retiring himself. And yeah, if everyone is retired, if we're gonna head up to the race. Well, Donkey Down is on the outlap. Well, that didn't go very well. Yeah, it's wet. And you're on soft tires. What do you expect? Clearly to see he has zero grip. I'm expecting Donkey to retire as well, so we can continue. Yeah, to race. Means it's too late for your Lord Elephant to join. Top qualifying results. Justices and Shabby on front row. The championship rivals. closely followed by Sam, Wesley, Mamba, Chemkazen, Prince Killer, Tenkate, Donkey Don, FC the Best, Invisible, Honor Kurtmas, Dogarbs, and Brand. And FC the Best really wishing he had started on the slots now, or maybe not. Maybe he just wants to start the race on mediums. Will be interesting to see how this is gonna evolve in the race. Right, here we are, starting the formation lap, and it seemed like Dwarf Elephant joined just in time. Any minute later, and he would have not been able to join the race. Alright, so about today, the favorites, well, as we've seen this season, Chavy's the championship leader, having won 4 out of 6. But he's not the favorite for today's race, as he wasn't the favorite for the title starting the season, as that was Justice as defending champion, and Justice has shown he's, well, most track just as good as Chevy and sometimes better, but unfortunately he had some bad luck in the first few races, and after having to miss the last 2 races, Chevy took full advantage, winning both races and scoring 15 points in those races, giving him a gap. Well, what is it? The gap to Justice is 83 points. That's something. And the other drivers, the other contenders, as they may call them, like Prince, like Sam, like Wesley, are quite a distance in the points ranking as well. As closest as Prince now is on 64 points. And then closely followed by Wesley, then you have Justice, Sam, and all the others. So, out here, a tire prediction, soft to medium, soft to hard, really depending on how you can manage the tires or safety cars, of course. Here we are, 26 laps, 15 drivers. Let's try. Red lights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and off we go! Seems like a good start from Chevier. Side by side for turn 1. No. Justice just keeps it. Sam now trying on the inside of Chevy there. In his McLaren. Wesley in 4th, ahead of teammate Mamba. Mamba really aiming for a good result after, well, basically having 1.5 shit seasons, if I may say so. Mamba, a veteran in this league, having done 100 races, multiple race winner, winning one of the lower divisions a few seasons ago, been in the higher divisions for a long time, but ever since ever since the Asia Cup last year, results were not good for him. So much bad luck. So, and now having scored only 3 points this season, last week it seemed like a top 5 finish, or possibly even a podium, went down the drain after a mistake or an incident, and it's something like that each race. So, really hoping that match co-commentator Black Mamba is able to put in the result. Well, the tower is giving wrong results now. But it usually does early in the race. The first 2-3 laps. It really is still Justice leading. Yes, it's resetting now. Yes, here we go. Justice in the lead, ahead of Shabby, Sam, Wesley, Mamba, Prince closely following. So where aren't the battles? Justice, who had an amazing qualifying lap, and actually in the practice before the race was even quicker. Now posting fastest lap time, 27.2. Seems like Shabby is having trouble following him. The gap is over a second, so out of the DRS range. But he has about the same gap to Sam, who on his own has 1.5 seconds to Wesley, and after Wesley, there's the train. His teammate Black Mamba is the first to follow. Prince is in 6th behind him. Then we have Chemkazen, who's already having a penalty. Zenkat, Donkey Dan, and FC the Best. And FC the Best, Invisible Dogout, Prince all have chosen to start on the medium tires. And surprisingly, so far, no incident. Lord Elephant was really wide there. I think it's Lord's only his 2nd or 3rd race this season. He was there last week, but that wasn't very successful. Some may say so. Mamba's still really close to his teammate. Maybe I should do a switch around if Mamba has the pace to give Mamba the position, and let Wesley hold the rest up. Might be good for the team though. But I know they're communicating with each other in the party chat, so it'll always be discussed. But it's not easy to do so, especially when Prince is that close to Mamba. Well, the top 3 are slowly disappearing out of sight. Lord Elephant picking up the time today. Let's see what the penalty is. With Chimkas in 3 seconds, just left Lord. Fastest lap so far. Really shows we're in the right order, or not. Wesley is holding up the pack. As Justice is doing lap 27s. Shabby is 2 tenths off. Sam on his own is half a second off, and then there's another half a second off. Wesley, Mamba, Prince, they're all in the same range and probably could go faster if they had clean air. Let's go on board with the leader. As he has a long way to go to claim another title, being 8 points behind Shabby. It's never going to be far off. It's a major task. But all they can do is drive as fast as you can, get as good results as you can, and win many races. And if you keep winning and keep scoring good, you just have to hope that your rivals will make mistakes. And so far, well, Chevy wasn't the fastest driver in each race, but did make the most of it in all those races. Benefiting from others' mistakes, or being clean himself. Last week in Russia, when starting from the back and pitting late for those softs, gave him those fresh softs at the end, and that really helped him close the gap. And in the end, it seemed like, oh, he's getting a body, but then on the last lap, even doing the overtake on Wesley and Sam, and even got him the victory. The 4th of the season. Meanwhile, we're watching this from Prince POV. Still behind Mamba. Using overtake, using DRS, but it's really hard to get any closer. Given that Mamba has a Wesley has him, and also has DRS, so he's looking, but yeah, it's difficult to make a pass. The driver ahead of you is also on the DRS string. Need to be really close. Oh! Prince there with a small mistake. Nearly loses the back of the car, having to snap the hoses here, and Jemka then passes him. And now Prince has both Alpha Towers right behind him. Chemp goes in after passing Prince, immediately gaining on the 2 racing points. Improving his own lap time. into 28.5, and that's quicker than the cars ahead, and it's quite clear he is quicker than the cars ahead, but it's once again, it's really hard to pass. He's close though. Prince not really close to Chemkazem. Let's see who's gonna have the best exit out of Chapel. Anyone who has might go for a D result. Oh, Prince taking a bit of grass and that cost him its speed. The Chemkazem is really close now to Mamba. And it's Mamba coming in and was about to start about the pit stops. As we saw, well, yesterday actually in C3, where Freddy was the first pit and his undercut really worked as he came out of the car in second place and nearly even got the lead, but it was clear that his strategy worked best. So Mamba now the one pitting early. Let's see where he'll end up. And for now, he'll be in last. And that's 15. But other cars will be pitting soon. And if you do some really 2-3 good laps now, you could be moving up in the field. Back to the lead where Justice is still building his gap, and it seems like he is 2-3 tons a lap quicker. Well, no, just 1.5 to 2 tons a lap quicker than the Shadow. Most of the cars pitting now, and Sam is the first. Wesley joins him. Chemkazem goes as well. Prince goes. Tenkate goes. So a lot of drivers pitting. So as I was saying, you need to get the outlap out of the pit really good. And if you do, you might move up. So let's see where Mamba ends up. He was behind Wesley, right, and had Chemkazem and Prince right behind him. So where is he gonna be? And it seems like the undercut worked. Oh, Wesley's off! Oh! I was about to say it seemed like Wesley passed Sam in the pit lane, but apparently he didn't. And spun or crashed, I don't know. But Mamba, wow, Mamba having a major undercut here. Moving up 2 positions actually. Virtually, of course, but now Chevy pitting as well. Who knows? Maybe Mamba's undercut even can get him past Chevy. Donkey Down pitting too. Just staying out just like Honor and Lord Elephant, who's now pitting. Just let's see Mamba. Very closely followed by Sam. Let's see, Chevy's out on track. Chevy is out on track. The undercut didn't work enough to get past Chevy. But it puts Mamba in the fight for a podium position. I'm sure he'll be happy being top 5 today, but being back on a podium would be very, very good after, well, disastrous season so far, and a very poor season last season. Justice in the pit now. All drivers going for the one stop mediums, or reversed. We have Honor is pitting as well. And this gives the lead to the new driver, See the Best. All soft runners have pitted now. And we'll probably see the medium runners pitting starting lap 16, possibly lap 17 or 18. The Best is followed by Doug Arps. Doug Arps only 15th in the zone with 10 points. But the man behind him, Invisible, missed a few races and don't even have any points yet this season. The German driver will be very, very happy to get any today. Frank having 1 point after joining this tier quite recently. Oh, Sam is plus Mamba. It was actually a bit expected, as we could clearly see that Mamba was not as quick as Sam, or Sam was quicker than Mamba. While Chevy's posting fastest lap, and could he? And it seems like Chevy is basically on a different level when it comes down to driving the mediums. He is creating a big gap to the drivers behind him. There's 8 seconds on Sam, but it seemed like he's closing in, or was closing in a little on Justice. The gap 3 seconds now. Let's see if they can make it an exciting battle. Right, behind Mamba, a few changes because we had Chemkozen, Wesley, we had Prince, but well, we've seen Wesley spun, but no clue what happened to Chemkozen. Prince lost a few positions as well, as now the followers behind Mamba are the bulk of Tory drivers who are changing positions now, giving Donkey down the position. That's team play there. So far, these 2 drivers have not been very successful as well. But, Donkey down 9th in the standings with 26 points. Tenkata only 2 points. Seems like Mamba is having trouble to keep up with Sam. Gap is now a second, means he'll be out of DRS range. Will make it even harder to follow him, but some potentially 4th position for Mamba. Although it remains to be seen how the medium starters will do. Oh, and that's early. From the 4 medium starters, Invisible chooses to pit first, and that's quite early in lap 14. Means you'll have to do 12 laps on the softs. That's a gamble. But you might want to do the undercut. It will put him pretty far back in the field. So next to pit is probably the best dog arms for Brent. Invisible comes back on track, just ahead of his teammate, and I'm not sure what ever happened to Prince. Has he had an incident? Did he lose pace, or I don't know. It's very unlikely for him to drop down the field. He's usually a driver who moves up through the field during a race. So on fresh shots, Invisible might do some damage here. But the downside of it is actually that he has 12 laps to go, and that might be a bit long. And meanwhile, we see that and Dogard spitting as well, following Invisible's example. And so it's Brent now leading in C1. Well done, Brent. Gives P2 to Justice, who just posts the fastest lap of the race, 126.9. Shabby in P3. Who, you just can't seem to follow Justice after all, or can't keep up with him. He's just on a different level today, the Lithuanian driver. Okay, so where did the pitters go? The undercut basically pretty much worked for Invisible, as he is possibly the best Endorp, so the battle for them now here. Invisible is past Tenkate. Well, he's in a good strategy today. Let's see how this is going to work out. If he can manage those softs till the end. Well, Brent's pitting. Yeah, then the German driver might be up for a very good result, because Tenkate losing a lot of positions here now, because the other soft drivers in the soft tires are passing him as well. And see, Brent pitting late is really hurting his positioning here, dropping down to P13 ahead of Wesley. Invisible moving up to P. Oh, he will not be happy with that. Getting a time penalty. I was about to say moving up to P5, but it's still not past Dan. Dan is a very hard driver to pass. Good defender. He won't give anything away easy. But if he gets past now, well, Prince is past with Tenkate. If he gets past now, and he has, yeah, it should be an easy pass. On the fresh shot. P5. And I'm going to say this because it looks a bit like what Shabby did last week, starting on the harder compound and then doing a late research. Research, pardon me. He's only 4 seconds away from the podium. And with SC Best not getting past Dan yet, the Invisible might create a gap to the other soft runners. Although I'm pretty sure that driver, SC Best, will pass him after Maggots and Maggots. There he comes. Let's see what line he'll take. Inside, outside. Oh, this is getting tricky. As Dan was using his DRS. Oh, what a move there. DRS to try to get past Invisible. Nearly went 3 wide there, and let's see that's being here. Oh, but does get a time penalty here. Trying to outbrake down here, nearly contact with the wheels, and this might give Invisible some room to breathe. I'm assuming the Haas driver will get past now. Some contact there. Oh, but Dan keeps defending. And it seems like hard but fair driving, which is how we like to see it. And the drivers of the hat will be happy with that, because it's going to cost them time. See, and now they're even out of range, DS range from Invisible. Well, it seems like Dog Arbs joined back. Probably a connection issue. Meanwhile, his car pitted is in a fresh shot, so it seemed like it killed his race actually. But it might set past his lap on the fresh shot. So, Invisible on his way to the Austrian driver Black Mamba. Only a second behind now, and on these fresh softs, this could get interesting, because if he gets past, he might even be able to attack Sam. And also Sam having 3 seconds of penalties. This might be the battle for a podium here. As up front, it's quite clear that Justice is leading the race comfortably, has nearly 6 seconds on Shabby. Where is the Arbs now? Pretty far behind. I have no idea what happened to him. Hanneman, Lord Elephant, then we have Wesley trying to close the gap to Chem Gozen, owner. Brent in 10th, hoping to snoop up another point. Tinkatu now fighting Prince. Well, SCDF still not getting past. Donkey Down is a wonderful defender. But meanwhile, they do have over 2.5 seconds gap to Invisible. Invisible now very close to Mamba. Mamba taking the defensive line here. Oh, Doug Arps is out. That's a pit lane retirement. Yeah, I'm scared a bit of yellow flags. I thought someone crashed or something. We might get a safety car. But not the case at all. Ooh, am I losing some time here? We have a yellow in sector 1 and invisible past. Mamba. Come on, Mamba. Just stay with him. Stay with him. As you need to remember that he does have a time penalty. And that was Doug Arp's car on track. Virtual safety car. Yeah. And you know why this is? You know why this is? It's because people retire during the race. Well, there's no reason. See, Doug Arps, this is why you should never do this. It's donkey down, crashing into the car on track of Doug Arps. Oh, please, please, giving us a virtual safety car. Well, and you know, I will say there's a single reason I can think of why you should retire during a race. There's always a possibility something happens. Others might retire or whatever. Safety cars can help you back in the race. Sure, you might be in last position, but be a sportsman and just finish the race. And now you didn't. And because you didn't, you killed another man's race. Alright. Green, back to racing. Let's see how a podium is gonna be. It seems like position 1 and 2 are settled with Justice and Shabby. But the fight for P3 is still going on. We have Sam in P3, but Invisible is closing in on his softer tires. Yes, on the softer compound. Yes, right now he's quicker, but he's also 7 laps on his soft. On the soft might drop off soon. And when he does, Mamba might get hit position. Back to FC the best on his debut, doing very well here. Still behind Donkey Don. He's quicker, but the two are having a fierce battle. Oh, looks like some contact there, nearly losing it. Yeah, Donkey will never easily give up, and he should. As long as it's fair, you give the other driver some space. It's so good, you know. It doesn't matter if there's a little wheel begging. But you just can't get past and they... Oh! I don't think this was a good one. Prince. What Justice is... Prince made the move, well, actually the best was a bit out of position. Slight contact made him spin, and that's going to hurt him. Losing another 2 positions to another position to Brent. It seemed to me like it was Prince's fault. Well, I have to see it back in both drivers' POV. So Prince now the one chasing Donkey Kong. Both on medium tires, about the same age. And well, it was actually the best. Constantly trying to get past Donkey Kong here, but he just couldn't manage, or better say, Donkey Kong was defending very well. Well, let's see if he can defend against Prince as well. Still keeping an eye on other battle champions and honor the 2 Turkish drivers. Oh, now chasing FC the best, and FC the best, who was in such a good position, seemed to be able to mix in the fight with Sam and Black Mamba and Invisible, but couldn't get past Donkey Down, and now, after a spin, is having to fight for 8 points. It's both. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice for Chemko Zen. Owner Kurtmas and FC the best have a little bit of contact. 1.5 damage. Seems like Owner also got a pit lane speeding penalty. Oh, yeah. That's dropping down to P10. Wesley making the best of it, going to P11, possibly even having some points now. Means Brent is in P8. Oh, Owner! I just told you don't retire during a race. Yeah, I don't care if you're 12, 13, 14, 20 seconds. Don't do it. Because you've seen what can happen. Alright. That leaves the session. Come on, guys. Don't be this stupid. Alright, so Christmas is still leading, having a nearly 8-second gap from Chevy. And then we have to fight Sam. Sam is fighting for his podium. Invisibles is only... Well, he's not. He's getting past Sam. Invisible on his way to a podium? Question mark. I'm pretty sure Mamba hoped he wouldn't, and the two would fight a little bit of time, as they both have 3-second time penalty, and he's 8.8 seconds behind. So if they get fighting, it might cost him a bit of time, and he could be on the podium. So let's see what happens now, as the fight for the podium is still not over. Prince meanwhile is 6, Donkey down on 7. Brand doing some good, having a good day here on P8. Chem goes in on 9. Wesley, after an incident right after his pit stop, who was last, now in P10. FC the best is getting his wing fixed on the last lap of the race, and then retires. Well, great. Right, really good example to retire the pit lane on the last lap. Well, here it comes, Justice, on his way to victory. Well, the main battle is of course for P3, and as it stands now, it's still left. All congratulations to the delivery, and then as it's still might be for Mamba, but it's going to be really close depending on the last 3 corners. Sam and Invisible fighting, and if they keep each other up a bit, like they do now, Mamba benefiting. Yes, Mamba to the podium. Oh, what a finish! Oh, that will be some celebration for him. Well done. No, Mamba 3rd, Sam in 4th, Visible in 5th, dropping down 2 positions on the last corner. Prince falling down to P8 due to the penalties. Donkey down in 6th. Brent and 7th. Well done, Brent. 6 points for you there. Prince in 8. Tim goes in 9. Wesley still getting a point. Lord Elephant after being... Don't do this, Lord. Do not do this. Okay. Lord, do not do this. This is strictly forbidden, so we'll give them a warning. After being lost, I was saying, the whole race still nearly getting a point, and that just proves my point. Don't ever give up. Alright, so the winner is Justice, trying to close his gap to the lead of the championship, only gaining 7 points, although I think he got fastest lap as well, so a hat-trick for him. And gaining 8 points, still a long way to go. I think he's still 75 points behind that. Who knows? It's start. Shabby is second, getting on the podium. Mamba back on the podium after a long time. Well done. And Invisible having a good comeback after missing a few races. Getting his first points of the season, was really close to a podium finish today. Only missing out on 1.4 seconds. Donkey down 6, Brent 7, Prince 8, Chemka Zen 9, Wesley in 10th, and just out of the podium, Lord Elephant. Then you have the non-finishers. It's the best owner Kurt must 10 cat and door herbs. Right, so that's it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. And make sure you tune in tomorrow when we have C5 and C6 driving. Hope to see you back then, and have a good night for now. Bye-bye.